Hello everyone, this is Friedrich with another turn resolution of War in the Pacific Admiral Edition. I am the Allies, TF-1377. My opponent is Japanese, and we are looking at April 5, 1942. The O-23 decides to shoot at a destroyer for fun, I guess, even though there's a couple of cargo ships. Most likely it's I'm just going to kind of tell the story as if he went for the cargo ship, but the destroyer got in the way. But the K-11 decides not to fire, or the destroyers catch it before it can fire, and here we are, taking some depth charges. But nothing happens, and they give up the search. Our B-25s are not doing anything. I mean, it's fine. It is what it is, but it's just kind of a shame. All right, more dot bases there, and the are either, what is it, Gilberts? Yeah. Which, hey, I mean, if he can put some engineers on there and build them up, that'll be great for him. I won't be able to do anything for a bit. Taking Johnston gives him a lot of leeway and gives him a, what do I want to say, kind of the O-21 hits, yes. Having Johnston Island gives him a little bit of I don't know what the word I'm trying to come up with is that we sunk that ship. Just basically gives them some extra time, because we have to take it back before we can do anything else. Ooh, we're hitting and damaging the I-15, and just then the Ward runs out of ammunition. Oh, that would have been glorious. One hit, but it might have been a pretty strong hit. Certainly having to go back to repair. So yesterday, the 4th, this sub fired 4 torpedoes. This time 4 again. So he's fired 8 torpedoes at the John Ford. That's and all have missed, of course, but that's great news for us, because even though we're not doing anything to him, it's wasting his ammunition. So we'll take that. Also, he fired some at our transport. So in the last 3 days, we're looking at at least 10 torpedoes fired, maybe 12. Anyway. All right, we're already in the air phase. That's kind of fast. All right, some attempts at. Okay, yeah, he didn't cover that. All right, so he's bombing our troops here. I thought maybe he'd cap his tanks, but he didn't. And he's bombing our troops. Somehow we shoot down, well, damage 2 Nels. That means nothing. All I'm saying is somehow we have flak enough that's big enough to reach that high. All right, SB3s right here, 2 disabled. It's a clear hex and it's partial cloud. Not bad. All right, we're bombing this again, maybe by accident. I just don't think I turned it off. But some disabled squads. I think I'm going to stop bombing this, or have to go higher, because yeah, it's only 1 damaged, but no sense in taking excess damage. Now I bet he's trying to get this base to level 1 air, so he can get some fighters here and maybe here too. But he's moved in some infantry to cover his tanks. That's smart. So this time we didn't hit any of his tanks. But we have B10 Dutch B10s hitting this base, and I don't remember telling them, but maybe they're on commander's discretion. B-17's bombing Kumak. I saw that he's repairing this, so the base, so we're gonna try to keep hitting it. We took a break. but we're gonna hit it again. Yeah, some nice runway hits. And our LB-30s follow up. Let's see, runway hits. Supply dump hits. Yeah, nice. So 222. Dropping at 10,000 feet, basically 4,000 pounds of bombs. Alright, our fighters are still flying quote-unquote cap, but that's just because they're flying in that hex. One disabled squad. Gonna tire these fighters out. Gonna have to leave them grounded for a while. I mean, there's no real need to fly cap anymore. He's not threatening Numea right this minute. Aha, this is exactly what I expected. Now our B-17s are getting in here. Only 4 of them made it, at least on this wave. But maybe we can either shoot them down or wear them out. But this is the carriers, and as I predicted, he's coming over here. And yep, for sure headed to Port Moresby. So this turn we may have reprieve, but next turn he's going to be bombing us for sure. I feel high confidence in that. Yeah, we're damaging. We're taking damage, and we even got destroyed. This is not the smartest thing I've done, but hey, we get in. That's not gonna do anything. And I'm sure we lost 3 of these bombers. What a shame. Because they're not easy to replace. So he's bombing our sub. Hey, supposedly hit a Japanese sub by Suva and by Sydney. Nice. Ooh, another hit potentially. Another hit. We're being very aggressive with our attacks on their submarines. All right. Now are we in the PM or? I do a terrible job at recognizing what phase I'm in, but I think it's going to get really nice and toasty very soon with KB. Aircraft landing. Well, I guess that was the PM phase. All right. So, escape detection. All right, I guess we're about to flip to land phase. All right, the daily bombardment dance, taking damaged squads. This time his tanks that got here are doing an assault, deliberate. I guess I'm surprised he didn't do shock, and I'm also surprised he took this. I guess, like I said earlier, I thought he was just going to come right up the road, but maybe he doesn't want stuff behind the lines being a potential future problem. Yep, here's our reply. 1 disabled engineer, 1 combat squad. Oh, this time, okay, just notice that. This time we got 1 disabled. Yeah. Yep, here's his shock attack on that dot base there. Yeah, Port Moresby. Or should I say Poor Moresby. That's not going to be pretty next turn when he brings in the mast KB. I'm going to have to flip off these B-17s. I will not fly naval attack again. Okay, some nice reinforcements, which are always appreciated. I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. So, for now, I'm going to say stand down. Well, there's only one B-17D, and okay, so that's weird. It was the D's that got in, which I thought that there was a notice at the bottom that said the D's didn't make it, or like 6 of them were turned away, or anyway, maybe it was 4 of them turned away, and that's why I only had 4 there. But let's take a look at the. Anyway, so they're going to stand down for a minute. I have to assess. There's no reason to bomb these ships with all that. That's a lot of fighter cover. These subs are useless. They did nothing. So yeah, I don't know. They didn't react. Maybe they were out of ops. But let's take a look. We lost 3 bombers and 3 operational losses. He lost 1 destroyed by flak. Let's take a look. I know it's basically B-17s. 4 B-17s. Okay, and they're all those Ds, which I'm very upset about. I expected some zeros. I just didn't expect these Ds to be that easily shot down. It's on me. I should have planned better, or just decided I didn't want to waste my planes. It is what it is, unfortunately. So, yeah. Out of action for a little while. Anyway, we're going to grab an E here, fill this back up, because we were repairing some aircraft anyway. Might as well get another E out there. All right, let's take a look at some more things. We lost 1 killed and 1 missing. So 1 was killed and 1 probably captured of those B-17 crews. Ship sunk. Anybody sank last turn? Yeah, this AKL. Okay. We got a few days before we got to remove some of our fighter squadrons, and that's okay. We've got plenty of fighter squadrons to replace what we got. By the way, I'm very disappointed, but not too, well, okay, I say very. I'm mildly disappointed because I don't know where his stuff is. I'm worried. What if I reconned, I think, this hex here? Well, I don't want to cross into it and he's there, because then I'll shock attack him. But I don't see him either of these hexes anymore. I wish this guy wasn't sitting here repairing for so long, right? Man, that's frustrating, because I could have been keeping an eye on this unit that was crossing here. So I'll look at 58, 52, and supposedly these guys, maybe they just have terrible. Let's just take them off rest. Forget it, guys. You can't rest anymore. You're not doing a very good job with just 2 or so of you. So, and why don't you take that high level recon guy with you? And in the meantime, I'm not going to do anything foolish. We'll cancel move combat mode. Because if he's here and I go in here blind, it's going to be devastation. So we're going to try to recon this X and this. I'm going to make sure 5751. Is that where we're going? Nope. Select target. So that was a waste. So I'm glad we didn't go. I mean, I would think with these units we would see this hex, but it is rough terrain. So I'm going to recon it first, and then we'll go. But in the meantime, these guys are not sweeping. And I'm going to set this hex to sweep. Did I do something wrong? Select target. Sweep. Why is... Oh, can you only sweep bases? Maybe you can only sweep base. No, you can only sweep enemy units, and we don't know one exists. That's why. Ah, I see. See, I bet we could sweep that. Yeah. Oh, boy. So, what a waste. Waste all around. That's fine. In fact, we'll just say, let's cap. I mean, because you never know. Japanese still could hit us here. So let's cap it. Okay. So we're gonna look at these two hexes again, get a clear, hopefully a clear idea of what's what, and then we will act. I'm not gonna bomb. I want to sweep first, so we'll find him, then we'll bomb him and sweep. If he's here, we'll bomb him and sweep, and we'll leave our tanks here. If we don't find, if he's not here, then I'm going to move my tanks in, and we'll keep looking for him. Okay. Okay. I'm jumping around, but I wanted to explore that because I purposely had some sweep action, and I did sweep here to no avail. Also, I need to make sure I don't keep bombing I think it's Probolingo. No, that's the one where I'm okay bombing. Oh yeah, one hex, of course. So we can just say bomb the same. Okay. These are 8,000, and these are also 8,000, and bombing Lemediang. For now, I don't know how he can't fly long-range cap here. I mean, what if we bomb his base heavily? And now I don't know if I want to, because he's probably going to fly cap now. And I don't feel like sweeping it right this minute. Speaking of which, let's just say, okay, it was a good try, guys. For now, get back to capping. And let's just have everybody do a ground attack here. I think that's okay. He's got so many troops here, we're bound to get something, right? If we have 41 level bombers hit it, yeah, that might be a pretty good raid. This one keeps losing itself, but I'm not going to give up on. Well, no, I am. It's starting to drop even more. You know what? I'll give it one more night. 67%, 2/3 moon, and then we'll give up after this. Ah, man, come on, guys, get in there. I don't, what am I counting on? A combat engineer regiment and a TD. Those aren't going to help me on the offensive, so that's fine. I'm just bringing him here, so if he attacks, we might take out some of his armor. And good, we made it here with the 255th, but we probably just got here, so haven't had a chance to unload yet. And maybe, no, I think we carried these by plane. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. We're here now, and we're going to unload, so this will be great. So let's get it, and then go back to Noumea, and then refuel and go home. I think that's the route I'm going to take here. Target. So where are our other transports? They're not going. So what's going on here? Still picking up, I guess. Loading supplies. Halfway to being loaded. So that's okay. Just trying to think. Got 7,000 now. Yeah, we got plenty of supplies here. That's fine. Pick it up. This is almost fully loaded, and then it'll take off. But you know, it's close enough. I kind of want to just get the ball rolling. Let's just make it. Let's just go. Leave port. Leave Noumea and head to Luganville. And we got the waypoints set up, so we should be okay. And we're going to return by the same route. Also return to Noumea. This is going to do the same thing, up and down, returning to Noumea. But it keeps doing that to me. This will be actually going there. I've refilled it. So what I'm going to actually do is once it gets here, I have it remain on station, and then I'm going to tell it, okay, just go home now. You don't need to go back to Sydney or do anything else. So this one is finishing unloading. This one just arrived from Luganville. So we're getting the first amphibious corps, which is going to be awesome because this will bring a leadership to this will bring the leadership that I need to Noumea. I really need these guys here. They're going to increase the abilities of everyone in these two hexes. The radius being 1. Well, you can't see it on here. Plus, we're bringing in this 147th Artillery Regiment, so extra piece is going to be moved up to Lafoa. I think we're going to be okay. So let's get these unloaded, boys. Let's make it our priority. Get these unloaded ASAP. I don't think I can dock. Well, I can if I undock the other one. Okay, what else is docked here? I'm going to undock this. I mean, it's empty. Yeah. I don't know what we're doing with that. So, now can we dock? Yeah. Okay, let's unload it with all due haste. Yeah. Then you can fuel up. Well, let's go. I don't want it. There's no point in going to Sydney. In fact, can you make it all the way to Los Angeles? Yeah, easy peasy. Well, let's first. I don't want to mess that up. I don't want to be doing this all this recording, by the way. Sorry about that. my intention was just to show things, but I got carried away. Actually, waypoint 1, yeah, that's fine. Perfect. And that might take us all the way back just fine. So we'll do that. We'll do minimal and replenish. Yeah, but it'll have enough fuel to get back. So here we go. We got one of our transport groups finally heading back. Because I have two more groups coming up here to drop guys off. I'm going to make sure I move everybody here I want to and everybody here I want to. And in fact, do an amphibious. In fact, this guy can maybe do my amphibious invasion. AP and an AK. Oh, the problem is I have to wait for the rest of the 810th. Where's the 810th? It's not on here. The 810th is here. So I just thought of something. I'll keep these guys on remain on station. Okay. And when the 810th, which is in this here, gets dropped off and they're still unloading all sorts of stuff, this group can swap to amphibious, pick up the 810th, and go up here and start doing some things. Okay, so we're good. Good. Yeah, the invasion is coming. Very imminent. I'm sure he's going to bombard this coming turn. Totally fine. I mean, I'm not happy about it, but it's going to happen, so it has to be fine. The problem is he's going to destroy a lot of our planes. So what do we do about that? I have an idea. So first, why does it? I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. Come on, where's this? Is what I keep trying to pick, and it's must be something I'm doing wrong. Portland Roads, okay, merge with that. Okay, we're good. So here's what I'm thinking. Okay, so go ahead and pull these air units back to, say, Cooktown or Cairns or whatever. Move them out of here, and he will pummel this base, right? And he may even like wipe out the base itself so that it's hard to put planes back on there. But here's the thing. If I leave fighters here in the case that he bombs, they're going to be so beat up that even if I fly like 5 or 10 fighters, they're just going to be destroyed by the zeros anyway. So unfortunately, the air cover that has been here is going to have to go back. That's just the unfortunate side effect of this invasion. But we were able to get the AV and its escort, the Tanager, off. And they're moving at a pretty good clip, so they'll be like a good distance away when all this hits. So that's at least positive. I moved some whirlways here and left them on training, fortunately, because I think if I would have had them on naval attack, they would have been diced up. Maybe. 5. Yeah, shoot. But that's 5 also. That's the problem. Both of these are 5. So he could have picked the carriers and been like shot up bad. Actually, this might be. I'm not sure which one. I think this is his carriers, because this is where our B-17s hit. But anyway, well, of course, he could be flying cap over that too, whatever is here. And whatever was here was a battleship that we bombed. I don't know anything else. But yeah, these whirlways, it was a good idea, but in theory, but in practice, I got to get my stuff off. The 3 Kitty Hawk 1As may just be destroyed, because I can't bring them with me. Yeah, so I'll be doing that off video. So let's just come back to Pearl, do the circuit that I like to do, and try to be rather quick about it because we're already. I did want to point out that Johnston, we got a pretty good recon of it. Well, now the detection is only 1 of 2, but we're not that fatigued, so we're gonna go again and just keep our eyes on that. I want to know more about his ground troops and if he has any decent sizable errors. So we're gonna keep looking at that. But yeah, the 160th Infantry Regiment should be arriving and is here. It's not all unloaded. I mean, this will take a couple of days, I'm sure, right? I mean, just assuming, but see, we didn't bring a lot of supplies, so really all we got to unload is troops and equipment. So we'll be a few, maybe one more day, maybe 2. We do have, it's not a huge port, it's 3, but we have these naval supports, well, 17 of them. And so, so that'll help. And air transport, that's just dropping off some more supplies. So, yeah. Okay. But this island is pretty secure. Honestly, I'm not looking at this as overkill. I'm looking at it more like just in case, and then easily these guys, all I have to do is flip their target to a base in the Central Pacific, and they'll start training for that. So is not Johnston. Johnston, I've got already I think the 27th Division planning for that. But let's say, okay, we're gonna target Tabataoa, let's say. Then I could just tell my guy, or Baker. We could alternate. 27th could take Johnston, and 40th could take Baker, and then while the 27th is resting and preparing for the next one. So I think that's going to be how I'll play it. So, but for now, we're working on Johnston. Let's take a look at our troops here and see how well they're preparing. So we got A and B planning for it. Well, all 3 of them, but A and B are released to go. Still got a ways to go for filling these out, but not required to take Johnston by any means. So only 28, but that's okay. By the time, and these guys, well, the B is 31, B regiment. So okay. Midway should be again really slow unloading. 3 now, motorized support, because this equipment again is big, bulky, heavy equipment that's just really hard to get off these boats. So we're slowly getting it off, and if we take a look at the base, we're down to 13 runway damage. So in 2 turns, this will be fully fixed, repaired, and then I don't know which one it'll jump to. Maybe airfield service damage. I'd like to get that down, but I don't know if these repair at different rates of speed. This has been 8 ticks per turn. I don't know if these are any faster. The other thing I wonder, I don't know enough about the game. I haven't read enough. I really need to. But see this 143 support out of 160 required. Maybe when that's filled out, this will repair quicker too. It'll be interesting to find that to be true, or find that out anyway. We got plenty of motorized support still unloading just in that ship alone, and this one has, well, some guns and some radar, and then we have one more transport here, and this one is unloading motorized support 3. So I still don't think we have enough motorized support or support in general, but we're also trying to repair these, continuing to repair these units that are going to be holding Midway. But yeah, we got 3,800 troops here. We can fit 2,000 more, so I'd like to get some more engineers here and naval support as well. Make it a bigger base, more useful base. Johnston, yep, that's on our radar. So, okay. All right, let's check in on the Tennessee. It is supposedly 411, but it's moving at a decent enough clip. I don't know how I miscalculated that badly, but I think it's going to be 1, 2, 3, maybe, well, not too badly. Maybe it'll be there the 9th. And I know there's no rush, but it's kind of interesting how that's about to happen finally. This, again, needs a whole month still, although that may surprise me. It's been working these numbers down to some extent. Now, the flood damage can't go any lower, but the engine damage they may still work on as they continue to move advance forward. Also, we're still cruising at 3 miles per hour. So, I just thought of something. I always read this as miles per hour, but is that knots? Maybe that's why I miscalculated. Because if it's 3 knots, each of these hexes is 40 knots. And so I'd have to redo the math, because if it's 40 divided by 3, well, 3 times 24 is how fast we go per day. And then how many days will it take to go, 24 times 3 is 72. We're talking like a little over little under 2 hexes every day. But depending on if this is 80 miles here, or 80 knots, or if it's 92 miles. So maybe I need to redo the math as if that's knots. We're getting more reinforcements to LA so that we can pack them up. Some of it's going to be going to different directions, but we've got 2 different independent regiments that are going to be, no, not that one. That one's static. I can't do anything with that one. The 24th is going to Efate. I want to build up that base a little bit, at least make it so it's not so easy to take. And then I've got another regiment that I thought I had coming down from the East Coast, but maybe I'm gaslighting myself here somehow. What happened to it? Well, we got 2 new units, 2 fresh. Oh, it's this. Okay. It was still packing. Now it's done packing. This is going to go to Luganville. And then now I just have to determine where do we want these artillery battalions. It says Southwest Pacific, but, obviously I can move them where I want. But it wouldn't hurt maybe to move them to Australia, because now the threat is real that he'll take Port Moresby and then cross at some point. So having some artillery in Australia will not be a bad idea. Okay, I'm going to start wrapping up here. We already talked about South Pacific, a little bit about the Southwest Pacific. This guy, he's getting bombed, and there's no fight left in him, out of supply, all those things. So it's just a matter of time. And yeah, so that's that. I have some transports leaving. Okay, so got to get some stuff coming up these rails. This is bad. Like, we're running out of supplies on right here. I don't understand. Because we got a bunch here. Maybe I gotta drop this? I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand. Okay, it's okay if we have a little extra here and here, and I'm asking for a lot extra here. So, because I feel like that's gonna become a bastion. Now, knowing my opponent, he will be very content coming around here and not even just surrounding it or coming in the hex and just sitting there, waiting game. I already talked a little bit about this area. Still waiting to see where he is. As soon as I see him, we'll do something to spice things up over here. I don't see there. He's not moving in here yet. He's not moving across here yet. I may take my bombers off this continual bombardment, mostly for safety, I want to say, because chances are any minute now he's going to bring out his fighters to cap it, but I don't know yet. But that's that. I don't see... Oh, I see something. Pao Tao. He could go this way, or he could go this way. Or he could just stay put. We'll find out soon enough, I'm sure. All right. Thanks, everyone, for watching. By the way, I noticed one more thing. He didn't fly bombing missions here and here. It could have been canceled due to weather. Maybe he didn't cancel them manually. All right. Take care, everyone. I will return for April 6th turn resolution, and we'll talk about that one. I hope you all have a good rest of your day. Take care, and we'll see you later. Bye.